Look, I've been going to the gym consistently for about 4 years now, and I've heard all sorts of questions that you can get when you're working out. Or so I thought. I've heard that, are you using this machine? How many sets do you have left? Can I work out with you? Is this your water?
Is this your stand that you left in the bench after working out for 40 minutes while I was waiting for it?
But I never thought I was gonna hear, do you think I'm afraid of you?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But before we get into the story, let me thank you for subscribing. In the past few weeks, I've been getting a huge increase in subscriptions, and I love that. You know, I'm almost at 500,000 subscribers. No, I don't have that. So you looked, now you have to subscribe. Thank you. Let's get right into it. A lot of you have a local gym, right? And if you've been to that local gym, you already know the population, the people that go there every Sunday, people that go in the weekdays, at night. So if you've been in different schedules in the gym, you already know who you're probably gonna see. Now, this person that I had the encounter, the problem with today, I've seen him before. I've seen him. I never interacted with him, but I know him, and I'm pretty sure he's seen me before too, because I've been going to this local gym for about 4 years, and I have a lot of friends there. I have friends that actually were about to back me up if something was gonna go down, but more on that later. Now, today was a bench day, right? Bench day is one of the best days for you if you're a man, because we all love bench. We want to get these big ones here, right? So with that, right, you get also the pump all the way to your head. I believe this person was also doing bench because I saw him doing triceps, and he looked very jacked. He looked like someone that was a bodybuilder, a professional one. Why? Because he was 5'6" and he looked jacked. And if you know anything about bodybuilding, you gotta be short. If you're short, you're successful. Yes, that's it. I'm 5'10", so sadly I don't have the good genes to be a bodybuilder of that matter. Also, I don't like to inject myself with stuff that will probably shorten my life. Not probably, will most likely shorten my life at least 15-20 years.
This 2021 study took 3D MRI scans of the brains of over 200 weightlifters. About half of them were natty, the other half enhanced. The scans revealed that the lifters who took steroids had a significantly bigger brain age gap. That means when they looked at the natural brains, their brain age matched their actual age. But the brains of the enhanced lifters looked much older than they should look for someone their age.
Me and my friend were by the cable extensions machine doing tricep extensions. And right next to us, if you've seen these machines, they are like, you have the cable machines, and next to it you might have the pull down bar, and you have the row machine, right? So next to us we have this gentleman doing some rows. At the same time, I think he was doing a superset because he then happened to the tricep machine that was right in front of us. Now this is what happened. We are doing our own thing, and then we see this bodybuilder approaching this other gentleman that was talking to that was doing his set, you know, tricep extensions, everyone friendly and whatnot. But before we finish our set, we see the interaction of this gentleman, the person that is definitely out of his mind with roids, because you can see in his eyes, and he's telling this person that was doing the tricep extensions, hey, I was here, move now, very aggressively. At that point we thought they were friends, right? Because they were like saying, like, this guy was saying things that you can only tell your friends. If you are not very friendly with someone, there's a likelihood that you know that person, and that's just some typical banter in between guys, you know, yeah, you know, what are you doing here and whatnot. That was not the case. And I saw how he got a little bit afraid of this guy, because even though he was taller than this bodybuilder, maybe about like 4 or 5 inches, he was not about to start a fight. He went all the way back to his row machine and he got quiet. But then the guy, the bodybuilder that was trying to fight, was looking at him, making sure that he understood that, hey, I'm here and you are not supposed to be around me. Again, to this point, we still think that they're friends, until he says this: do you think I'm afraid of you? That's when everything changed. That's when me and my gym bro, we looked at each other and like, whoa, what was that? And the guy, obviously the one that was sitting in the rows, he was trying to de-escalate the situation. He was, no, man, I'm sorry, we got up in the wrong foot, right? And then the guy left, right, the bodybuilder. Then I see this guy, he was like a little disturbed, like annoyed, maybe afraid, if you will. Me and my gym bro, we told him, hey, don't worry about it, you know, Gym is supposed to be a community for everyone to be friendly and whatnot. And this just was one scenario, one instance that doesn't happen often. And, you know, we also thought, hey, if you need help, we can do, 3v1, right? As a joke, because, we're not gonna fight this other dude for whatever reason. We don't know the guy, and of course, he didn't say anything to us, so it was kind of like an A-B situation, and we were C, and we just put our 2 cents on that. What happens next is what made me feel a little bit more upset and angry, of course. So after about 4 or 5 minutes, the guy comes back again, and he says to this gentleman that he already had the altercation with,
"Are we good?"
in a very fighting manner. And me and my gym bro looked at each other again and said, "Is this dude for real?" And the guy obviously said, "Oh yeah, no, I'm good." But in a matter of like, he was trying to intimidate him. Why? We don't know, and we will never know. What we know for sure is that he was roided out of his head with a lot of gear, probably starting maybe a brand new cycle, and he didn't know how to interact. Because if you did not know, by you injecting stuff in your body, like performance enhancing supplements, you will be doing something that will enhance not only your muscles, also your flaws. If you have aggressive tendencies, or if you have anxiety and or depression, all of that will amplify. That is a thing. That is a fact.
Reduction in fluid intelligence and a increase in 2 other qualities that come to mind. One is anxiety and the other one is aggression.
I think the situation was like he left the water bottle there, but then this guy, since he knew he didn't quite get, oh yeah, the water bottle means someone is there. But even if that's the case, it's a commercial gym. Everyone's supposed to use it. So when he's done with the guy intimidating him, like he walks by us, me and my gym bro, and then he stares at me because he noticed I was looking at the whole situation. I was ready for him to do something because he looked very, very like he was trying to get something now. Like no one has checked him in a while, and he was trying to get checked. But here's the thing, I was not about to start a fight. Why? Because I love my gym. One of the things you gotta keep in mind, if you are in your local gym, and if you enjoy going to that local gym, please stay away from any fights, any situations that might get you kicked out. Because at the end of the day, yes, your ego will feel a little bit better if you get into an altercation and if you win, but then you won't be able to get into your gym again. So please stay away from fighting. He says to me, "Hey, are you good?" And I'm like, he was probably 2-4 feet away from me when he said that, and I was like quiet. I didn't say anything. I was just staring at him. And then he approaches me to the point that he was face to face to me. Actually, not face to face, because he's like 5'6". So, yeah, he was here, right? Yeah, here. So he said the same thing. Are you good? Are you okay? And I say, I am. Are you? And he was just looking at me. And he said, yeah, that's what I thought. Dude, the guy was out of it. Like, believe me, if you've seen someone like in like Coca-Cola mode, that's exactly what he was.
Oh man, look at that, look!
And again, I'm telling you, this guy looked like a bodybuilder. Just think of someone that is like maybe 200 pounds, but a 5'6". And he was definitely trying to get into an altercation at that point, because he asked me and he looked at my friend. And I guess he was like measuring if he could have like gotten both of us. I don't know. But then when he turned around, I was a little petty. Why? Because I said, do you? Meaning like, do you? Like, you do whatever you gotta do, because, it's gonna go down. He turns around. He didn't come closer at that point. He was just maybe 5 feet away from me, and he said, what do you say? And I repeated myself, do you? Why? Because I was very upset at that point. Like, when you're in the gym, you're supposed to be, that's your safe space. And if someone is messing with your safe space, you know how you might feel about that. You will say something. He just wanted to make his point clear that he's a man, or, he's the 5'6" man that is there to make you understand that, oh yeah, I own this gym, I run it. And if you feel any kind of way about that, the best advice that I can give you is don't act emotional because they do have a lower IQ than you. Someone that is running cycles, someone that's on steroids, they're definitely dumber than you, and it's a scientific fact. There's nothing you can change.
Other one, also another psychological side effect. Some types of your intelligence degrade over time with steroid use. This was tested in people currently using steroids and people who used to use steroids.
I'm not gonna go and say all of those things to him because I don't wanna escalate. I'm trying to de-escalate the situation because I love my gym, because I don't want to get kicked out. Of course, you know, it was a 2v1 because it was my friend and me. That's not the point. The point is that you leave your ego out the door as soon as you enter the gym, and then you... What I would recommend you guys to do is to not get in their level. Be the better man or woman for that matter. You might be end up getting kicked out of the gym. You won't be able to do what you love the most, which is weightlifting. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I appreciate your sub. If I earned it, if I didn't, I don't know, give me a dislike. That's all I have for today, guys. Stay natural. See ya.